Hey folks, Wes here. GGG today announced as 0.3.1. Pretty huge. I actually didn't think we were going to get one at all because they had been completely quiet, but this is great. Towers are gone. Cool. You basically just use your tablets and apply them directly to your maps right now, which is great. But let's just get into the notes what they gave us here. Or the like preview they gave us here, which is alchemy orbs. Gonna make them better to craft your maps. Cool. You can now use them on magic items. Great. I can't tell you how many maps or like waste tones I get that are already magic, and I'm like, man, I really could just alch this and then go. Like, I don't wanna mess around. Towers and tablets. Tablets are now directly applied to your maps. This means you can now apply them to the content you desire to every single map. Pretty cool. Never have to do something you don't want to do anymore, which is nice. Ceiling is lowered. That makes sense because it's a lot easier. Overall is more streamlined, consistent experience, but the ceiling is coming down, but they don't want it to come down too far, so they buffed it. They made these modifier ranges gigantic. You know, this is like a 20% range, whereas this was a 7% range. So it used to be a lot easier to get multiple 10% or like 7% quantities. I'm assuming the quantity will go up to 21% or like 20%. So it like used to be a lot easier to get maximized, and now it'll be harder. So I expect tablets to actually be very valuable, especially like the maximally rolled tablets will probably be a lot more valuable here. They added some new tablets with extra modifiers, or added extra modifiers, not necessarily new tablets. The one that I'm most curious about is the additional Rogue Exile. I wonder if this works like the current Omen, where if you have a Rogue Exile spawn and another one, then it spawns another one, so then you could get 3 Rogue Exiles. But with the Omen, these Rogue Exiles don't count towards like Abyss modifier guys, so you don't get like 2 Hearts of the Well. You still only get 1 Heart of the Well if the Rogue Exile is like infected by the Abyss or something. So if this does allow you to get multiple Rogue Exiles to be affected by an Abyss, then that's great. If it doesn't, then this is kind of a whatever mod. Additional Essence, probably good for Essence farming. That's great. Unique tablets are going to be interesting, though. I wonder what they're going to do with Grand Projects. All the other tablets are probably fine. I'm assuming Visions of Paradise, you just have to pair with like an irradiated one, or maybe they'll change Visions of Paradise so that you can only use it once per map. Visions of Paradise, I'm not really sure. That's the one where you can run a map over and over again as long as it's irradiated. They're lowering the map size. Very nice. I don't know about Augury, but the rest of these, Blooming Field, Channel, I did like Blooming Field, but Channel is especially huge. Hidden Grotto feels especially huge and annoying to run. And then Val City. There's like, Hidden Grotto is my least favorite. Val City is my second least favorite. And then Channel's my third least favorite. So seeing these 3 maps getting called out is good. The other maps, I'm sure, are fine. And like will feel better because having like smaller maps, more condensed monster density will be good. Basically, smaller map means density of monsters is going up. I like that. That's good stuff. Atlas Tree. Since there's now a boss on every map, they're making it so the powerful bosses get stuff like the additional essence, which makes sense. This is like not really a change. This is just calling out how this will function. So basically, you still need the map to have like the map boss modifier, like the powerful boss modifier thing, which is fine. More citadels, that's great. I'm having so much trouble finding citadels that I actually gave up, and I'm just farming experience right now anyway. So these changes combined means that like I don't have to cycle around a tower anymore, and I can just keep pathing. I can find more anomaly maps. I can find more citadels. I can get more currency. Should be really sick. And then this one I'm sure tons of people are excited about is the areas that are covered in chilled, shocking, and ignited ground now cover much less ground. At least 66% of the ground effects currently covering the ground will be removed. So chilled I hate so much, I literally run dream fragments. And I switched to an experience farming setup So I took off Dream Fragments to be able to run a ring with more resistances so that I could run a belt with experience in it. And I had to anoint crystallized immunities so that I wouldn't have to deal with chilled. So maybe this will make it so that I don't even care about chilled anymore, which would be so nice because chilled is really annoying. But yeah, I'd say the big changes are all really good. You know, grinding your games continues to take the game in like a good direction, so that's really nice. Yeah, the Alcorbs, great. Towers and tablets, cool. Tablets probably will be a huge premium on the like top end tablets because of how big a gap this is between these two modifiers. So probably will be like huge premium on like 30% or 21%, assuming that they just triple it for like quantity. If quantity is now 7 to 21, you know, there's just gonna be a huge premium on these. So that's very cool. Gotta pick up more tablets. Anyway, yeah, the changes all look pretty good. Excited for it. Happy that the maps are shrinking. And happy that I don't have to like stay in a tight little tower area and like move around. So yeah, all the changes, they look good to me. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, folks. Peace.